good evening, depending on where you're at. It is Sunday, the 2-4, or actually maybe the 25th, the 2-4 still. And the title had to be rechanged, and I had to redo the video um, because people fail to see what others, or don't have the ability to see what others can see. And they don't see this until it's too late. You know, for a lot of people, I've been telling them to prepare themselves for years now, and they roll their eyes, did this, brushed me off, started to say I'm crazy and all of this. And then when the shutdown started, they brought thousands of toilet paper from one wall to the other, filled rooms up, and these are people that I know, you know. And I looked at them and I started to laugh. So we have situations again that's happening now. I did a video about Turkey sparking World War III, and a friend of mine called me up and said, "What the hell are you talking about? Turkey? Turkey's not in this. It's between the United States and Russia." And I go, "Yeah, but they're using others, like NATO members, to, fight. And other countries, other NATO members, it's like, look, man, we don't want part of this shit, but you're forcing us to this, and if they attack one, we have to attack them. Okay, this is going to do a bloodshed." I explained to my friend about a deal that happened, and it was brokered by the Turks. And right away, the ambush happened, and NATO was doing this, pointing. Russia did it, Russia did it, Russia did it. Everything, matter of fact, the scar I have right here is from Russia. Russia. The medals that you see on the legs, Russia. Along my back, blame Russians, right? Even though for all of Russia, and those who know me know that I will never blame someone else for something that I chose to do. So we keep on hearing these rhetorics and all of this, and yin yang that, and woo woo this. But the reality of things is this: the walls are over for the resources, and every time there's a corporation involved in all of this, and will use government to get what they want. And when I said this to my friends, and we did like a video chat, and his eyes rolled behind his head like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I go, man, don't you know the history of your own people? And he's South American, and I go, do you know that the banana factory did this, overthrew your government? You guys elected it. They overthrew it again. They came, leaflets, all of this, because the banana company wanted control, and the country wanted to keep control over its things. And the corporation used the United States to go over there and force someone out of power. Use your tax dollars, your money, to go do that. Well, right now, all these high prices and all of that, that's you guys funding all of what's going on in Europe. So if you cut that umbilical cord, well, guess what? The United States is useless. And we've been warning about August surprise, August nights, the hot August nights. And everyone is like, yeah, man, we can't wait, drink, party, ooh, Reno, ooh. And I start laughing, and it's like, is your mind that small that that's the only thing you think of? Hot August nights in Reno, just so that you can drink, smoke, party, waste your hard-earned money on something else that don't give a damn about you. And they know that you're going to spend your money there because, again, they put free alcohol in front of you, and those that use 10% or less of their brain, well, guess what? Party on. And my friends don't seem to understand what's going on. And even some of my family members or those that were no longer family because of separation. But they're not seeming to understand what's coming down in August. It's, you know, I hate to be a prophet. I hate to be a seer. I'm neither of this. I'm just a simple man who sees things that others can't see. And some of it is because of a position of power, a seat that I hold in government. And I'm not an elected official. You guys don't elect me. But I've been given this authority in this branch for certain reasons. That's why I carry a device inside my chest, and there's another one right here. And the mark of the beast, for those who are going to be like the mark of the beast, the mark of the beast. Why are you walking around with the mark of the beast? Are you happy? Talking about, well, the mark of the beast is there. Mine is here. And this is for not only for American military, but this allows me to go into other countries like all of Central America, South America, parts of Africa, most of the Middle East nations, especially those that are related to us. I'm going to India now at will because of residential status now changed, and we're global. So I am no longer an American to say, but I'm a child of the Americas. Canadian, USA, Mexican, and we can go down the list, the spine of the Americas, all the way down to the South. So when I explain things to people like, look, man, get yourself some papers just in case, something happens here and you have to walk out of the country. And people look at me like, wait, walk out of the country? I'm driving out of my country. And I go, okay. I start explaining, certain things. CMP that's going on right now above the atmosphere, and the low EMPs that are happening at the lower atmosphere that are causing not only cell phone, actually causing a little bit of problem. I can't say big problem, it's just a little bit. We're just getting, how you say, the CMF that's coming out of the sun is doing a whipping. Instead of shooting out and coming like this, it's doing a flare in a sonic boom way. And it's reaching us a lot faster. The instruments that we're using to monitor certain things, let's just say they scaled them down because these events are getting bigger and bigger, and people are beginning to notice certain things and strange things happening, but they can't see what's really going on because they're unaware. You can feel that, yeah, it is hotter, but not hotter because of what they say, global warming. It's hotter because of the cutting of the roots. It's hotter because, again, there are certain things that is happening at the atmosphere. As they always call when I do some type of video. But anyway, look, try to do this short. These events that will be coming down in August, and they're going to come as soon as August 1st comes in, you're going to see one event. And every week, there are 4 weeks in 1 month, especially in the month of August. So you're going to see 4 events, and maybe even more than that, but I'm giving you clues to 4 events that are going to be happening. And this is going to change, how do you say, the landscape in certain things. One of the events is going to be with Turkey. Regardless of anything, I'm putting Turkey as one of the ones that are going to spark a global war, because they learning that others use them, and they don't like being used. And we warned about the little horn uprooting these three big horns. But when you tell people, look at the Bible, look at certain things, let's, smash it all together and make them sandwich and figure out what the hell is going on. People look at me like, nah, man, I don't have time for that. Well, if you don't have time to save your neck when the shit hits the fan, don't come looking for me. Don't come, trying to come to my land or my territories trying to find a safe haven. I'm gone. I'm trying to tell people I want to go to sleep permanently. And it flees from me because things keep on popping up. And it's not my time for me to permanently go to sleep. My prophecy is going to be simple. It is going to be, my people that are going to come from me because of the lack of knowledge. And when they finally understand that what they destroyed was the one who had the knowledge and was trying to help. But I can't help everyone who's not ready. I fight with meth heads. I fight with, the alcoholics, the degenerates, those that want to steal and loot. I fight with them because they always talk about, I'm the G, I can steal this, I can steal that. And I go, man, I can steal your underwear while you're still wearing it. And you will never notice that I took it off of you. And people look at me like, what? Phew. Ain't these your drawers? People sometimes don't know how to see the obvious. You can see an accident coming, and you have a chance to avoid it, but because you haven't been taught how to pay attention to certain things, to sit back, keep quiet, open these eyes, look, scan left to right, up and down, side to side, cut a corner. But what people do is today is got their head down in these little screens. And people like me have our screens pointed at the sky. And we're beginning to tell you guys there are things that are going to be happening. The Kachina already passed by, and for those who don't know what a Kachina is, then you need to go back and start learning some history and start learning some things so that you can understand what we're talking about. I can't teach everything, and the things that I'm trying to teach, whoever, picks it up, kudos. For the whoever don't, so I feel sorry for you. I even fight with my baby mamas just so that they can give knowledge to, the kids. But it comes in waves. Some days, they're like, okay. And other days they're like, nah, man, I don't even want you. So you guys always seen that I've been for last year talking about August. Actually, we've been talking about July, and July came. You guys saw exactly what was going on. You guys understand exactly what the hell is going on. So now we're going to August. 4 events for 4 weeks. That makes up a whole month. And you guys are going to see an event the first week, second week, third week, and fourth week. And again, the blame. It's the Russians. And to Mr. Putin and every Russian citizen. As an American, I'm with you. I know what it is, the status force agreement that we signed, the neutral zone that we signed, the logbooks, the papers, the treaties, all of this has been signed. But some people don't want to remember. And those that do remember, well, we're speaking out, and You can find the name in the logbooks, and you can see it registered there, and you'll be able to take a look at the logbooks. Um, Open up the logbook from 1970 all the way up to 1992, and you'll find my name in the United Nations logbooks as one of the representatives with a little thing in our ear for our clan. But at the same time, this was also a teaching experience, and we're trying to teach people of certain things that will be coming down the pipeline. Now, to my brothers and sisters that don't seem to want to listen, there's nothing I can do for you. These events that are going to be coming, they're going to come like birth pains. And Chichi, you know what a birth pain feels like. For Jeanette, I don't know, but you guys know. I'm giving you guys these final warnings. You guys don't want to listen to it, I can't do anything about it. It's just going to anger me because I'm trying to show you guys something and you guys don't want to see it. And I understand, you guys got your own life. My life is a little bit different because I'm in survival mode. I'm not in this, I got to go to work, I got to pay my bill, I got none of that. I'm at a different league, at a different level. We have to start, looking for the exit signs real fast. And for Americans that don't know how to see and use their eyes to look for that exit sign because they never left the city or the state that they were born in, yet let alone to see the world of what it is. And this is why a lot of people, don't understand other people's culture. And you guys bump heads with them and constantly bump heads and bumping heads and bumping heads with, other people's cultures. And as these events that are going to come through, they're going to test you and everyone. So it's not just like going to be on me or just on the person behind me. No. This is going to test every American, and this is going to make you endure some things that a lot of you don't want to endure. For some of you out there that were, that pay-to-play thing, well, some of you are going to have to do that stinky leg to keep the bills going and to live that, life going. But think about it. How many stinky legs are out there shaking that leg, for a meal? And I'm being honest. For the ones out here, that and do that F him, F me, F this, whatever. Well, guess what? The door swings both ways. So don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to put fear in people. Is not what I'm about. I want you to be prepared. I want you to have the strength to stand up and see something coming, and you have the strength to go like this, grab it, buy a train, and toss it behind you so that it doesn't affect you. This is what I'm trying to teach. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I don't care about nothing in the background. All that technology means nothing to me. Money means nothing to me. And we tell people, and you guys see me, my videos, I wipe my ass with $100 bill. And I discard it and flush it down the toilet just as the way I made it. So think about it. If I'm wiping my butt with paper that you guys use as money, imagine what really happens when you guys find out what real money is and you guys are left with nothing. You guys never been through that depression. You guys don't know what that stamp is. And you guys seen my videos of certain people making fun of that EBT. To like 10%ers. I speak about 10% mind power. That's one of them that what I mean, they see me doing things, but they want to go and poof. That's okay. Time is coming, and time is very short for a lot of people. A lot of people that think that they got a lot of time in their hands, well, guess what? When you wake up and you find out that you have no time left, game over. I want to see what you guys are going to do. And I really don't want people to be in this predicament. I want my people to overcome this. And for those that did this problem that's coming, I want them to suffer. But we're the ones suffering. I could have been another one. I could have been in South America drinking, my Mai Tai, sitting and sticking my toes in the beach, enjoying the weather, some nice fishing. But I'm out here in the trenches with you guys. This thing affects all of us. It's not just, affecting one side of the group or the other side of the group or the ones behind us or in front of us. No, this affects everyone because this is an event that's going to take the world like this. As natives, we have, I guess, what do they call that? Events that should be coming, and so far we are 7 out of 10 right, and the next event will be, a house falling out of the sky. Now, when I say this, people look at me, a house falling out of the sky. What are you talking about? There's no house up in the sky. And I go, a space station? How many astronauts live there? How many elites live up in space right now? People have been fleeing, and a lot of people don't see or not aware of what's going on all around the world, and things are being launched in certain areas up into space. In these areas where you are not allowed. Now, pay close attention to what I just said right there. And I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to go any more or any less. I want you guys to start thinking and utilizing 90% of this and not 10% of this. These events is going to be in 3 whammies. Weather is going to be one, okay, and it's going to cause havoc in certain areas. The other is man-made. You guys know about Lake Mead, and people talking about, it started to droughts and it's drying up since June. We know from March, and I think they're sucking water underneath the lake and taking it out somewhere else, and they're putting it somewhere else. Maybe some underground installation. I'm gonna let you guys do that conspiracy mindset. I know where it's going, but I can't say it because it puts others around me in danger, and I don't want to put others around me in danger why I'm saying something like this. I'm going to fix my horse, and we're going to go to my property, and I'm going to explain a little bit more once I get back home and you guys get to see what I'm talking about. I can't do it here in this house because it belongs to someone else, and they will come after everyone here, and I don't want to put them in jeopardy. For those that are watching me, watching them, watching me as I watch them, you guys already know. You guys know that I'm not bullshitting. You guys know that I've been with Uncle Sam since I was 12 years old, and I resigned my commission in 2010. Actually 2005, but 2010 was fully, I'm done. Fuck y'all niggers. F this, F that. Go to hell, and I walked away, and I've been alone since. Dealing with the death of my wife and my daughter, then another family in between. It put me in an emotional balance that I didn't even know how to deal with the next family that I was getting into. These are things that, we have to see and foresee. You know, I tell people, where are you going to be at in 5 years? Tell me. And do it. Don't just go, oh, I'm going to be, in Trump Towers in 5 years. And I go, well, go do it. Because there's a thing of talking and there's a thing of actually doing. And for those who don't do, well, you never do anything. And then things pass you by, and then you wonder, what the hell happened to you guys? Like this. This is how much time we here in the United States have. That much. And I'm giving you guys these warnings. I don't want to be, the bearer of bad news. For some that can overcome and see exactly what I'm talking about, they're well off for whatever events that are going to be coming. Now, we can't prepare for every event. And remember, one of them I said will be weather. So pay close attention to a lot of your resources. That, a lot of people is like, yeah, well, I got, MREs, I can store them and all of this. Well, let me remind you what happens if a dam breaks and most of your supplies and storage is underwater. What happens to you? So I want you to foresee things as it's coming down the pipeline. We as humans, just like animals, we can feel what's going on. But a lot of people, because, how do you say, the minds, the 10% of that mind, because that's what they're working with, is going to literally tell them, hey, bullshit. And then someone else that controls your 90% of your brain is going to tell you and dance and put all this sweet music in front of you and say, yeah, he's bullshit. And then you start seeing events coming down the line and you're like, wait, didn't he tell me this was going to happen? And mind you, some of my friends hate that. And my dad, I hated that from my dad. Bless him wherever he's at. But my dad used to give me warnings of things that I was doing. Sometimes I'll be in another state and he will call me up, son, don't you do this, and XYZ. And I'll be like, how the fuck does this motherfucker know I'm doing this? I'm in secret. How the hell does he know I did this? But it's a gift. We have this gift and intuition. Everything I know in my cell, in one cell that I handed over and made my child, I handed the information that I have over to them. Now, they have to access that information. I tell people, look at the animal kingdom. Some of my friends that are homeless, they're out there and they're like, what do you mean look at the animal kingdom? I say, don't you remember hound, dogs, wolves, lions, jackals, hyenas, giraffes, deers, bears, rabbits, birds, how they all coexist in one habitat. And once in a while, one or two will get eaten here and there. But at the end, it's a harmonic balance. And it has to be a balance. But everyone is with this me, and how much I can get out of a person, and they want to misuse others. And this is why a lot of people are in the boat they're in. Our government so much in debt that even, you guys know, I do the Social Security thing, and I'm an agent of Social Security for the administration side. And I give warnings about, stack your bills, get your stuff in order. I teach my nephews, how to get their stuff in orders. The other ones that see that my nephews now got a lot of things when they had nothing. They were homeless. Family members that other family members just discarded like trash. And I'm like, how can you do that to another human being? You call say that's your nephew, but he's in the street while you're in the bed. But, whatever the situation was, I can't get involved. All I can do is just help people and try to direct them. And if I can't direct you in the right way, I'm going to find someone who can direct you in the right way. As these things come through, the money situation is going to go pop. And it's like this. Remember I told you 4 events. One of them is going to be weather. 4 events, 4 months out of the week. 4 weeks out of the month. So, for those who are not prepared, and you're still rolling your eyes behind your head, and you don't see what's coming, for those that are seeing exactly what's happening, we're trying to open your eyes, and you're fighting against us. So, when things happen to you, and then you try to figure out, man, he was right, and the one I was following that was telling and dancing and speaking and offering all this and all of that, the ones in suits and ties, they come to our homes, our area, wanting your support. But they're not giving you any support. 2 years with this administration, and I give them the benefit of the doubt. Like I gave, the orangutan, the benefit of the doubt. I knew he was a snake to begin with, and this one's even more of a snake than the other one. But I want people to be aware, open your eyes, see. Mind you, this is the funny part about everything that I just said. You guys are going to know the truth. A blind man can see what's coming, and you guys can see better than I can. Can't see this? There's a problem. There's a problem with your programming. How can you not feel what's coming? How can you not see what's coming? How can you not hear what's coming? It's everywhere. All you have to do, we got these little devices, and if I want to know what's going on in Indonesia, guess what? The Philippines, who pick up my phone? What is that? Ghana in Africa. If I want to know what's going on in Brazil, Argentina, we have phone access. We have the internet. This is what we made the internet for you to program 90% of that brain, but others utilize that tool to program 10%, that's it. And the 90% they control with subliminal messaging. The movie They Lived, well, that's some real things. You got to be aware of those you deal with. But anyway, I wanted to make this quick, and it went a little bit beyond 30 minutes. So as these things come through and you guys are not prepared, and for those that are not prepared are going to suffer a lot. Remember, things are going to change. You're already seeing, a lot of people losing a lot of their lives because of stupidity, ignorance. Just be cautious. Open your eyes and see and be aware of what's really going on around you, because it's going like this. And your time is this much. That's it. And just in case I'm not doing the all-seeing eye of the 333, this is how much you guys got left. That's your time frame before you guys find out how bad you guys are going to suffer. $257 trillion in the hole. Can you, as Americans, recover from this, or will you be enslaved? My question. Can you see the obvious coming? Like I said, I don't care about your skin color. It's not about skin color. It's not about skin tone. It's not about where you come from or what rock landed on you or who threw you where, or where you came out of or landed on. Doesn't matter. This affects everyone. So pay attention, utilize, be aware. You have to be aware of things that are coming. That's all I'm saying. It's not a doom and gloom thing. It's just be aware of certain things so that way you can prepare. And when things come down the pipeline, you are prepared to weather that storm. And there's a storm that's coming. The first week of August, you guys are going to see events. The second week is another event. The third week is going to be another event. The fourth week is going to be another event. And they're going to come like birth pains. Bang, 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 bang. Until they give birth to whatever they got going on. We don't know nothing about it. I'm trying to give you guys clues of what's going to happen, but I only know this side. I don't know what's going on this side. We've been compartmentalized, and right now, I really don't want to deal with anything but that little time that I got left. And that little time that I got left is the time frame that I got to do whatever I need to do before I jump ship. And we're going to jump ship like this. Because as you see, these guys are fleeing. You guys are being, let me put it like this. Americans are going to be holding nothing but doodle. And I'm being serious. I don't care if you own your house. I don't care if you own your car. Matter of fact, let me put it like this. You purchased your car, not still on a loan or anything. You outright brought it, cash out. No dealer, the dealership gave you the papers and everything. Well, the government has the right to take it away from you. Even though it's yours, the government has every right to take it away from you. So what do you think happens in a situation when the government needs money and you're the resource? Vision. Open your eyes.
Hey, James!
And I'm out.
You call somebody?